begin by simply listening. Slow down, see just how peaceful today can be. Thanks so much for swinging by. You can call me your host, your obedient servant, Sebastian St. Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Vincent twice. You can always call me Bennett. The plan for this one is classic radio. This time, Jack Benny Radio and Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. As always, a big part of the reason to face the little white dot to go live in the first place is kind of like the voigt kompf test from Blade Runner, checking for replicant vibes. Like you're in a desert and there's a turtle on its back. You're not helping the turtle. What do you mean you're not helping? I mean you're not helping it. Why is that? Why are you not helping the turtle? Thanks again for swinging by. Wish us luck.
The Jell-O program starring Jack K-E-L-L-O. The Jell-O program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston and Phil Harris and his orchestra. The orchestra opens the program with Daydreams from the picture Gold Diggers in Paris. Some of these lovely warm spring days, don't you feel like forgetting everything and just getting out into the open for a long, carefree day? But there are meals, and you're afraid you haven't the time. Well, here's a tip. Jell-O will help you give you that time, for Jell-O is delightfully quick and easy to prepare. It dissolves instantly in hot water. It sets quickly. You can just tuck it in your refrigerator, and when you're ready, there it is, a treat for any meal. And Jell-O is a treat, served in any of a dozen different ways. Perfectly plain in a colorful, shimmering mold. Garnished with rosettes of whipped cream, dressed up with fresh, ripe strawberries. Jell-O brings you that delicious, extra-rich fruit flavor. So get some from your grocer. And tonight we want to salute your grocer and retail grocers everywhere. They're holding a national rally day on May 10th, and we want to extend our best wishes. And when you go to your grocer tomorrow, be sure to order Jell-O. That was Daydreams played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this being Mother's Day, we bring you the mother of the Jell-O program, Jack Benny.
Yes, sir. Hello again. This is Mrs. Benny talking. And, Don, that introduction may have been spoken in jest, but there's an element of truth in it just the same.
Well, Jack, I thought it was very apropos. You are sort of a mother to the gang here.
Yes.
We honor and respect you, and you're the first one we come to when we need money.
That's right, Don.
That's 6%.
That's right, too. But, Don, you know, of all the children in my little radio family, you're my favorite. I mean that. No kidding. I think the world of you.
You mean because I'm such a good boy and I always am so nice to you?
No, because you're less of a heel than the rest of the gang. That's why.
Well, anyway, Jack, I think Mother's Day is a marvelous idea, don't you?
Yes, Don, it's a great thought. But you know what burns me up with some children?
What's that, Jack?
Well, take the ones that are away from home. Now, some don't even bother to write their mother a letter all year. And then on this one day, they send her a telegram and scare the dickens out of her. Here comes the black sheep of my family, folks. Hello, Philip.
Hello, Mammy.
Mammy, eh? Listen, sonny boy, Mammy's going to slug you if you don't behave tonight. Anyway, you're a fine son. I bet you didn't even send your real mother anything today.
I did, too. I sent her a picture of my band with me standing in front of it.
Oh, well, that was a sweet thought.
Yes, sir, and I wrote on it Phil Harris and his orchestra. She'll be mighty proud of that.
She probably will, but you might have put Phil Harris and his orchestra on the Jack Benny program.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that, Jack.
Why not?
She thinks I work in a beer parlor.
Oh, I see. You don't want her to know that you're slipping.
That's it exactly.
Shut up. Anyway, that's a nice present to send to your mother. A picture of you and those 18 headhunters. They look like any minute they're going into a war dance.
Now, wait a minute, Jack. The only savage in my band is the drummer. I picked him up in Pango Pango.
Oh, a real savage, eh? How'd you happen to meet him?
I used to go with his sister.
Well, I can believe that, but you know, Phil, your drummer seems to be fairly civilized. He doesn't look so vicious.
You should have seen him before I had his teeth pulled out.
Well, you sure have a novel organization there, a drummer from Pango Pango. But at that, he looks mild compared to your guitar player. My goodness. Oh, really, where'd you pick him up?
Waukegan.
Oh. Now, that's a lie. Look at him. We don't wear rings in our noses in Waukegan.
Well, he's gone Hollywood.
Oh. Well, if they're the rage, I must get one. Here comes my little daughter now. Hello, Mary.
Daughter, what are you talking about?
Well, this is Mother's Day, and you're all my kiddies. See, Mary, you see, I'm like a mother hen, and the rest of you are my little chicks.
Gee, is John Wilson one of your chicks, too?
Yes, he is, Mary.
What'd you use for a nest, the Hollywood Bowl?
You don't get the significance of it at all. By the way, Mary, did you send your mother a telegram today, or flowers, or anything?
Yes, and I've been trying to get her on the long-distance phone all afternoon.
Why don't you call her from here, Mary?
Now, wait a minute, Don. Calls made from the studio are all charged to me personally. What are you doing, Mary?
I'm calling Mama. But don't worry, I'll pay for it.
Oh, go ahead. I'll treat you. Talk fast.
Operator, get me Plainville, New Jersey. Goose liver, 8400.
I don't mind goose liver, but 8400 is unbelievable.
Yes, that's it. I want to speak to Mrs. Bubbles Livingston.
Bubbles, yeah.
Hope Mama's home. M is for the million things to say. O means only that. Yes, operator.
She's growing old.
T is for the tear sheet. Hello? Oh, hello, Mama.
You finally got her.
Mama, this is Mary. I said this is Mary, not Harry. Mary. But listen, Mama. Mary. M is for the million things you gave.
An encore on my money.
Yes, Mom, it's me. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Did you get the package I sent you? You did? Isn't that wonderful? Congratulations.
What is it, Mary?
I sent Mom a one-piece bathing suit, and she was just elected Miss Plainfield.
Say, that's marvelous. Did you hear that, fellas?
It must have been foggy.
What else is new, Mama? He's here? Oh, isn't that cute? You want to hear something sweet, Dad?
What?
My little brother gave Mom a baseball bat for Mother's Day. She's so happy.
Oh. Does your mother play baseball?
No, Papa's been acting up again.
Oh. Now, hurry it up, Mary. That costs money.
Well, Mama, I just called up to say hello. I better hang up because Jack is paying for the call. What? Hold the line a minute. Mom wants to talk to you.
Oh, I'm busy, Mary.
You better talk to her.
Oh, all right. Hello, Mrs. Liv? Yes? Yes? No. Goodbye.
That's a fine way to talk to Mama. You certainly gave her the rush act.
Well, she asked me how I was feeling. How do I know at $7 a minute?
Well, Mama's very sensitive.
I don't care how sensitive she is. We've got a program to do.
Jack, remember, you're a mother yourself today.
Oh, that's right. What am I thinking of? Play, Phil. Now, where did I put my knitting? That was Morocco, played by Phil Harris, and he's Tango Pango Palooka. Say, Phil, I meant to ask you, you flew down to Louisville for the Kentucky Derby. Did you have a good time there?
Oh, marvelous, Jack. There was a big crowd and a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't have gone along with you. Who'd you pick in the Derby?
Well, there was a little blonde sitting in the...
I don't mean the Brown Derby. Who'd you pick in the Kentucky Derby?
Well, I didn't know who to bet on. So just before the race, I went in the clubhouse to think about it over a mint julep.
Oh, over a mint julep, huh? Who'd you finally bet on?
I didn't possibly tell me.
Oh, I see. Say, I can believe that. I've had a couple of those mint juleps myself, and they're dynamite.
What are they like, Jack?
Well, Mary, after 2 mint juleps, you sneer at tigers, which you see.
So why do you sneer at the tiger?
Because you hope they'll start something. Anyway, Mary, this talk is for us men. You don't know anything about the Kentucky Derby.
I do, too. I had a little bet on a horse called Mountain Ridge.
Oh, so you bet on Mountain Ridge, eh?
Yeah, but the moon came over him before he got in.
Well, I know that horse ran last, Mary, but it wasn't after dark when he came in.
It wasn't, eh?
No.
Then why was the jockey wearing a nightshirt?
I don't know anything about that, and leave me alone.
Hey, Mama, here comes your problem, child.
Oh, hello, Kenny.
Hello.
Well, how's my youngest son tonight?
Son? What are you talking about?
Now I have to go through that again. Look, Kenny, this is Mother's Day. I'm a mother hen, and you're all my little chick.
A mother hen? I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
Lay an egg for him, Jack.
I won't. I'm not in the mood.
Mood nothing, you can't.
Well, of course I can't. I'm not really a Ken, Henny. I'm not really a hen, Kenny. I only said that because I thought it would be cute on Mother's Day, that's all.
You know, Jack, I made up a swell riddle, and it just fits Mother's Day. Want to hear it?
Well, a riddle, yes, if it'll make you any happier.
All right, here's the riddle.
No.
Why did I send my girl a hot dog on Mother's Day?
I don't know, Kenny. Why did you send your girl a hot dog on Mother's Day?
Because she's a red-hot mama. Mama, don't you get it?
Now, wait a minute, Kenny. Control yourself.
Say, Jack,
What?
I've got a riddle, too.
Here we go, folks. What is it?
Why is Kenny's head like a ping-pong ball?
I don't know, Mary. Why is Kenny's head like a ping-pong ball?
Because it is, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hey, that's not bad, you know.
That Mary's a riot.
Yes, she is. Say, this is fun, you know. Let's all get in the game. How about you, Don? Have you got a riddle for us?
No, Jack, but I've got a song that I've been working on, especially for Mother's Day.
Oh, well, we must hear it.
I wonder what it can be about.
Oh, the suspense is awful, huh? Go ahead, Don.
Give me a chord, boy. J is for the Jell-O, so delicious. Delicious. E is for each flavor extra rich. L is for that lemon, oh so tempting. L is for that lime, just try a dish. Just try a dish. O is for that orange, so delightful. cranberry and raspberry as well.
And cherry tea, wah, 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 woo.
Put them all together, they spell Jello. A word that means the world to
That was Jello, sung by Don Wilson, who from now on will sing in his bathtub. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have another musical selection sung by Kenny Baker. What's it going to be, Kenny? Oh, boy, Red Hot Mama. Now, forget that riddle. What about your song?
Oh, you mean my sideline?
Yes, what are you going to sing?
It's a brand new number written by Pinky Thomas called Lost and Found.
Well, go ahead. What's trouble? We have more trouble than the Joneses.
My heart the day that I found you. You brought a different world in view, and a feeling that is new. Lost and found, lost the moment that seemed oh so long, but found my heart to sing a song since the day you came along. Losing a heart isn't pleasant, my dear. It's something that we can't share. But I didn't mind losing my heart to find that you really care. Lost my heart the day that I found you. You brought a different world in view. The feeling that is new, lost and found, lost the moment that seemed oh so long, but found my heart to sing a song since the day you came along. Gone is the dark, sunny weather that was clouding my dreams of love. Life is light as a feather, all because of you. What is your love? Now I find what I thought I lost was all my gain. A rainbow came in place of rain. Lost my heart and I sung by Kenny Baker. And now, folks, I have a little surprise for you. A very dear friend of mine who was on my program once before is here in Los Angeles on a vacation. And again, I have persuaded him to appear with us. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present once again a young fellow I went to school with and who is now the mayor of Waukegan, Illinois, the Honorable Mansell Colton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And it was an invitation, Jack. I'm very happy to be here.
And we're glad to have you, believe me. Well, Bitey, that's what we used to call him at school. How are you enjoying California, Bitey?
Just fine, Groupie.
Groupie?
That's what we used to call Jack.
They sure did, folks, until I got suspended. Those were the happy days when we were all just kids in school. Now you're the mayor of Waukegan, and I'm a movie star.
Well, I'm a mayor anyhow.
Hey, that's pretty good, yes, sir? But, Bidey, will you ever forget the day we graduated? Remember that funny-looking suit you had on with cuffs on the sleeves and the suit tight on you? Where'd you ever get that suit?
Your father sold it to me.
Well, I always traded across the street. Well, things have changed plenty in Waukegan since then, haven't they?
I'll say they have. You know our fire department.
Yes.
Well, we've got a hose now.
You have? What did you do with the bucket?
Oh, we put geraniums in them.
Oh, well, isn't that marvelous? Say, Bidey, you met Mary and Kenny and Don last year in New York, and now I'd like to have you meet our orchestra leader, Phil Harris. Phil, this is the mayor of Waukegan, Mansell Talcott.
Glad to know you, Mr. Harris. Same here, Your Honor. You know, my band played in Waukegan once. You did? Yep, the whole town turned out, and we still lost money.
Now, Phil, Waukegan is a big town.
Hey, Bidey, you want to hear a riddle?
Kenny, it's Mayor Talcott, and he doesn't want to hear a riddle.
That reminds me, Jack, I've been listening to your program tonight, and I couldn't get all that stuff you were saying about Mother's Day. I couldn't figure out whether you were a hen or not.
Well, it's very simple, Bidey. I was just making a comparison, that's all.
I still don't get it.
Gee, if he can be a mayor, I can.
Kenny. Now, look, Bidey, I have a little surprise for you. As soon as I heard you were going to be up here tonight, I thought it'd be nice to do a special play in your honor. And that's just what we're going to do. Now, you're going to be the star of the play. You know, the lover.
Oh, goody.
Stop jumping up and down. Now, Mary Livingston is going to be your leading lady.
Well, what about Loretta Young?
Bidey, don't be unreasonable.
Yeah, listen, Mansell, you're no Gable, you know.
Mary, quiet.
Well, if he wants Loretta Young, let him have her.
I didn't mean that, Mary. You're better than Loretta Young any day.
That shows what you know.
All right, now I've had enough of this. The next one that insults the mayor has to vote for him. Now let's go on with our play. Here's what it's all about. It's a modern love story about a wife who has more boyfriends than Snow White has dwarfs. Now look, Bidey, I play the husband, Mary is my wife, and you, Don, Kenny, and Phil, and the orchestra will be her boyfriend. Here's your part, Bidey.
Thanks, Jack. I better look it over. I want to be good.
Oh, you will be. Don't worry. Now, the scene of our play is the home of Mr. and Mrs. Mortimer J. Bookend in the thriving little community of New York City. As the curtain rises, we find Mrs. Bookend with her husband for a change. Curtain. Music. Well, darling, it's almost train time. I'll be leaving in a little while for Altoona. Will you miss me?
Of course, Mortimer. How long will you be gone?
Oh, just a few days.
Can't you make it longer? I'm lonesome.
All right, 3 weeks, then. There's the phone. I'll answer it.
You better not, or you won't go to Altoona. I'll take it. Hello? Oh, hello, darling. What, dear? In a little while, honey. Yes? Yes? All right, darling. Goodbye, sweet.
Who was that?
The gas company.
The gas company? Well, they're getting awfully fresh.
Oh, Mortimer, why are you so jealous?
Oh.
Why, don't you trust me? Is it because you find cigars around here and you don't smoke?
No, it's because I find hats around here and they don't fit me.
Well, put some paper in them and shut up.
Well, Faith, I must leave you now.
What button do you
Goodbye,
need?
Faith, dear. You'll be true to me while I'm gone, won't you?
Yes, Mortimer.
Oh, Faith, my darling, at last we are alone.
You don't come in yet, Bidey.
Oh, pardon me.
Fine mayor. Well, goodbye, Faith. I'll write you every day.
Never mind. Just wire me when you're coming home.
I sure will. So long.
We now take you to the same house 3 seconds later.
Come in.
Hello, honey. Has Bookend left yet?
Yes, still at my angel.
They think I've gone, but I'm really peeking in the window, folks. I'll lift it up a little and listen.
Oh, Phil, darling, I feel a draft. Close the window, will you?
Okay, honey lamb.
Ouch, my nose.
Oh, Phil, I can't tell you how much I've missed you.
I know, dearest. I had to come here tonight as there's something I must ask you.
What is it, Philsy Pie?
Oh, Faith, my darling, at last we are alone. Not yet, Your Honor. Oh, pardon me.
I wish he'd wait. I'm sorry I put him in.
Right at the end. You have to...
Tell me, Phil, what were you going to say?
Listen, Faith, how long can this go on? Why don't you give up Mortimer and fly away with me?
You've got something there. Oh, quick, hide it. Maybe my husband.
Your husband? I'll hide in the clothes closet.
No, Fred Allen is in there.
Fred Allen? What's he doing here?
It's town hall tonight. Quick, hide under the sofa.
Okay.
Come in. Oh, Kenny, my love.
Faith, darling, has Droopy left yet?
Yes, he's on his way down soon.
Ah, little does she know who lurks beneath this window.
With a broken nose.
Quiet.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Faith, I love you. How long can I go on waiting? What do you see in Mortimer?
Nothing.
Then why don't you give me up and marry him?
Oh, what a cluck.
Oh, quick, hide it. Maybe my husband.
Your husband? I'll hide under the sofa.
No, Phil's in there. Hide in the ash can.
Okay, I'm not fussy.
Hurry, Kenny. Who's there?
Oh, Faith, my darling. At last we are alone.
Wait till you get in the house, will you?
Oh, pardon me.
Mansell, at last you're here.
Yes, Faith, why don't you give up Mortimer and marry me?
Marry you?
Yes, then we can go on our honeymoon to Waukegan Falls.
But Mansell, there are no falls in Waukegan.
There are two. The WPA just built some.
Say, that's news to me.
Quick, Mansell, it may be my husband. You must hide.
Where? It's crowded already.
Come on, the ice can. It's fun.
Yes, and don't slam the lid. Hurry, Mansell, quick. Who is it?
It's me, your husband.
Who?
Your husband. H is for the house so full of fellows. U is for you better get 'em out. Here I come, ready or not. I got you this time. You thought I went to Altoona. I know what's been going around here. And I'm going to put a stop.
Mortimer, what are you going to do?
I'll show you what I'm going to do. Come on out, all of you, or I'll let you have it.
Mortimer!
All right, then, take this.
Mortimer, what are you doing?
I just got the gas company. Play it, dear, if you can.
Here's some news about a swell dessert made a swell new way. It's a grand new way to serve fresh strawberries combined with delicious, fruit-rich strawberry jello. It has a tempting name, Fresh Strawberry Supreme, and it has a tempting look and taste. Here's the way to make it. Dissolve one package of strawberry jello in hot water and chill until cold and syrupy. Then place the jello in a bowl of cracked ice and whip it with a rotary egg beater until it's fluffy. Arrange sweetened sliced strawberries in individual sherbet glasses, and then pile the whipped jello on top of the berries. It's a swell dessert, for whipped strawberry jello has the prettiest color you ever saw. Beautiful deep rose, white and frothy like whipped cream. It tastes as grand as it looks. The jello brings you delicious, extra-rich fruit flavors. So deep and rich it rivals the flavor of the fresh ripe berries themselves. So get some strawberry jello tomorrow and serve Fresh Strawberry Supreme for dessert. Just be sure to get the one and only genuine jello.
This is the last number of the 32nd program in the new Jello series, and we'll be with you again next Sunday night at the same time. And I want to wish all you mothers everywhere a happy day every day. And, Bitey, I want to thank you very much for taking part in our little play tonight. Perhaps something you're not used to, but we did have a lot of fun.
We certainly did, Jack, and I hope I did all right as an actor.
Why, you were swell. You were really marvelous. It's been nice having you here in Hollywood, Bitey. I suppose you'll be going back to Waukegan soon.
Yes, if I don't get in the movies.
Well, I'll see you down at the station, Bitey. Good night, folks.
It's the National Broadcasting Company. The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. The orchestra opens the program with Little Girl. One way to define an ideal dessert, ladies and gentlemen, is to say it's something you look forward to with eagerness and look back upon with satisfaction. Yes, that's one way, but an even better way is simply to say Jell-O, because Jell-O is really tops for topping off a meal. It's a grand-looking dessert, one that sets off a table in first-rate style. A gay, glistening dessert radiant with jewel-like colors, the most tempting and attractive treat you ever laid eyes on. And what a swell taste. A top-notch, tantalizing flavor, extra rich, as inviting as the juicy, ripe fruit itself. So tomorrow, friends, try a delightful Jell-O dessert in any one of Jell-O's 6 famous flavors. Ask your grocer for Jell-O by name. For Jell-O is a trademark, the property of General Foods. And those big red letters on the box are your assurance of the highest quality and that delicious Jell-O flavor. Played by the orchestra. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in Hollywood after enjoying the winter sports of Yosemite. So without further ado, we bring you our master of ceremonies, that outdoor man with an indoor body, Jack Benny.
Thank you. Hello again, this is Jack Benny talking. And Don, if you're referring to that little incident when I hurt my leg skiing in Yosemite, you're not being very fair. I'm a very good skier, but after all, accidents will happen.
Well, Jack, if you're such a good skier, how come the very first day you started down the hill, you had your skis on backwards?
Don, did you ever hear that expression, doing it the hard way? I mean, anybody can go down a hill frontward.
Oh, then I must have misunderstood the whole thing. I thought you made a mistake and didn't know what you were doing.
Oh, no, Don, no.
Then I'm sorry, Jack, and I apologize.
I object.
Well, if it isn't Livingston, the D.A. What are you objecting to, Mary?
I object to that big fib you just told Don Wilson. If you're such an expert skier, how come you didn't even know how to stop?
Well,
Why, the first thing you did was crash right through the ski house.
it would have been a publicity stunt, you know.
Go on, you don't know any more about skiing than you do about spending money.
Spending money?
You do that the hard way, too.
All right, Mary, all right. My skiing accident is over. I lived through it, so let's forget it.
Now listen, Jackson, I don't want to butt in, but that accident was nobody's fault but your own. You had no business getting on a pair of skis in the first place.
Do I hear a voice in the cornfield? What was that, Phil?
I said the whole thing was your own fault.
Oh, it was.
Certainly. It never would have happened if you weren't such a show-off.
I'm a show-off. Listen, Phil, you're calling me a show-off is equivalent to Tommy Manville telling an owl it stays up too late. And furthermore, I'm not interested in your diagnosis of my accident. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Benny. How's your leg?
It's much better, thanks, but it still hurts a little. Every once in a while, I feel a twitch of pain there.
How can you tell where your accident stops and rheumatism begins?
Now, wait a minute, Mary. If I've got rheumatism, how is it I'm such a good skier?
I'm not going through that again.
You bet you won't. Well, Dennis, are you glad to be back home?
Yeah, I'm as happy as a lark.
Oh, he's always happy.
Well, I regard that as a virtue. I'm glad that somebody is contented around here.
Nothing wrong with me that a raise wouldn't cure.
There he goes with that raise again. All that guy thinks of is money. Women and money.
Well, I never got one in a box of crackers, Jack.
Neither did I, but let's forget it. Well, tell me, Dennis, did you enjoy our little vacation at Yosemite?
I sure did, Mr. Benny, and I want to thank you very much for the trip.
That's all right, Dennis.
Yes, Jack, it was a grand gesture on your part.
That's okay, Don. It was a pleasure. You and Dennis have acted like gentlemen, and you've always spoken very nicely of me. Therefore, I was glad to pay for your trip.
I'm sincere, so I get hooked.
Hooked?
Yes, and I think it was a pretty cheap trick for you to pay everybody else's expenses and leave me out.
Oh, you do?
Sure, that vacation cost me over $100.
All right, Phil, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just give me an itemized bill of all your expenses in Yosemite, food, room, and everything, and I'll be only too happy to reimburse you.
Oh, Jackson, you're kissed.
If I'm not, may the roof fall on me. You've got a nerve expecting me to pay your expenses after the way you acted. There I was flat on my back in bed, and you were out every day with a nurse.
Well, she was a cute kid.
I don't care if she was Ann Sheridan. She was supposed to rub my back.
Gee, Mr. Benny, would Aunt Sheridan rub your back?
I wish I knew and pay attention. I was talking about Miss Kelly, my alleged nurse.
I think she did pretty well, considering that she had to work 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day? Why, didn't he have a night nurse?
No, Jack hired a girl with insomnia.
Well, she certainly wasn't on the job in the daytime. She was out with Phil Harris every minute.
By the way, Jackson, I had a letter from her this morning.
Really? Well, I'm glad you finally met a girl that can write. Did she say anything about me?
Yeah, she told me to be sure and say hello to Grapes of Wrath.
Well, that's very, very clever. And, Phil, when you answer her letter, be sure to give her my regards and tell her that as a nurse, she doesn't know an aspirin tablet from a manhole cover. I wouldn't recommend her to my worst enemy.
Your worst enemy? Who's that, Jack?
Well, Don, take the name Edgar Allan Poe, remove the Edgar and the Poe, add Fred, and boil for 10 minutes. Now, look, fellas, we've got other things to do tonight, so let's settle down and eliminate all references to our vacation. How about a song, Dennis? Are you all set?
Yeah, I got a 12 number, Mr. Benny, called Make Love with a Guitar.
Oh, yes, that's a very good song, Make Love with a Guitar. You know, when I was a young fella, I used to serenade the girls myself. Only instead of playing a guitar, I played my violin.
And instead of girls, you got pennies from heaven.
That's so. Well, all I know, Mary, everybody in Waukegan used to call me the Sheep.
Sure, you lived in a tent.
I lived in a house. Where I live. Go ahead with your song, Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Jack, I knew I had something to ask you. Did you go to the Motion Picture Academy Award dinner Thursday night?
Yes, Don. Mary and I attended, and it was a grand affair. Go ahead, Dennis.
Well, Jack, weren't you disappointed that you didn't get the award for the outstanding performance?
Disappointed? Why not, Don? Go ahead with your song.
Now, come on, Jackson. Look, Jackson, weren't you just a little bit jealous?
Me jealous? What are you talking about?
Talking about the Academy Award dinner Thursday night. You should have seen him, fella.
Dennis, are you going to sing or not?
Boy, was Jack burned up. He nearly...
Dennis, what are you waiting for? Sing.
Jack was so mad, I thought...
Sing, Dennis, for heaven's sake.
Okay, Mr. Benny.
Come here a minute, young lady. I want to talk to you.
On my guitar, I strike a chord like this. It always brings a kiss I never miss. Speaking of love, you can go very far, no matter who you are, if you play a guitar. Make love with a guitar. If you should meet her, sweet senorita, romance with a guitar. And when you find her, the strings will bind her. Make love with a guitar. Always the right time, daylight or night time. Oh, she'll not withstand it. And as I planned it, she'll say I love you. Ah, make love with a guitar.
That was Make Love with a Guitar, sung by Dennis Day. And very good, Dennis. That was one of your best numbers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as a special offering and for the feature attraction of our program, tonight we are going to present one of the Mary, I warned you. Tonight we are going to present one of the outstanding plays.
All right, Jackson, come clean. What happened Thursday night at the band?
Bill, I'm trying to introduce our play. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the
I'm
outstanding...
curious, too. What happened, Mary?
Well, fellas, it was like this.
Oh.
Jack took me to the Academy Award dinner, and on the way over, he was so nervous and fidgety, he nearly drove me crazy.
Well, of course I was nervous. We were late.
Late? We got there so early, the head waiter gave Jack a box of silverware and told him to set the table.
I didn't do it, did I? Anyway, getting back to our play...
What were you so nervous about, Jack?
I'm coming to that.
He asked me.
Well, fellas, you know Jack. As usual, he thought he was going to win the Academy Award.
For what, acting?
Don't be so surprised.
Why, that's silly, Jackson. Even before the banquet, everybody knew it was a toss-up between Jimmy Stewart and Robert Donat.
All right, Phil, didn't you ever hear of a dark horse?
Oh, Rochester!
I don't mean Rochester, I mean me. Tough Luck Benny. That's who I mean.
Well, anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway, all the stars got there, and during the dinner, Jack ran around like a regular politician, shaking hands with everybody and passing out cigars.
Well, there's nothing wrong with passing out cigars.
You didn't have to give one to Betty Davis.
Well, I was excited.
Sure you were excited. And here's the payoff, fellas.
Oh.
When the dinner was over and they announced that Robert Donat was the winner, Jack got up and yelled, "You can't do this to me!"
Well, I told you I was nervous. Anyway, I sat right down, didn't I?
Not until someone hit you in the face with an artichoke.
That was a Brussels sprout, and I didn't even feel it. Artichoke, you have to exaggerate everything. Anyway, folks, I started to
But,
announce...
Jack, getting back to the award, I can't understand what you objected to in the decision.
Because I don't think Robert Donat deserves that statue as much as I do.
What are you talking about? Did you see Goodbye, Mr. Chip?
Yes, but I don't remember him in it. Well, I don't.
You're the kind of a guy that would visit Niagara Falls and not remember the water.
Well, let me tell you something about Goodbye, Mr. Chip, Mary. I just wish I had a chance to play that kind of a role, that's all.
Say, Mr. Benny, I didn't see that picture. Would the part really fit you?
Like a glove. You know, Dennis, it's a story about an English schoolmaster, and we follow his career. First he's young, then middle-aged. Then he gradually becomes older and older and older. And finally he's a white-haired, wrinkled old man, sitting by the fireplace.
That's where the glove fits.
All right, now listen, fellas, let's change the subject and forget about this year's Academy Award. First thing you know, people will think it's a case of sour grapes on my part. Now, getting back to our play...
Pardon me, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of sour grapes, I would like to announce that Jell-O does not come in that particular flavor.
Well,
However, it does come in 6 other flavors, and you will find each one of them tempting, economical, and easy to make. So go to your neighborhood grocer and insist on genuine Jell-O. Look for the big red letters on the box.
very good, Don. Allow me to congratulate you. That was not only brilliant, but obvious. And now, ladies and gentlemen, getting back to our play, tonight we are going to present something entirely different and away from our usual sketches. However, before we begin, I'd like to explain... Oh, who is it? Come in. Well, look who's here, fellas.
Hiya, Buck, remember me?
Andy. Well, Andy, it's about time you showed up. Gosh, you've been away a long time.
Yeah, about 2 months. Had a lot of fun, though.
Oh, that's right. You were out playing vaudeville. How'd you do, Andy? How was business?
Buck, that was the biggest thing since Power's elephant.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Andy, because I'd like to go back on the road again myself and play those good old 4 a days.
I got a great idea for your act, Jack.
What?
You start out as a young man and the audience gets older and older and older.
Don't worry, I'd entertain them. Well, tell me, Andy, what sort of a routine did you do?
Well, I sang songs and told some jokes and all that sophisticated stuff.
Well, I'll bet, huh?
And then for a wind-up, Ma, Pa, and me would come out and do an adagio act.
Well, that sounds exciting. You mean to say you and your paw would throw your maw around in the air, huh?
Not only that, he'd catch her blindfolded.
Blindfolded?
Yeah, he couldn't stand the sight of her in those pink tights.
Oh, well, I'd like to have seen that myself. Say, that must have been pretty dangerous for your maw. Didn't your paw ever miss her?
Every show, Buck, that was our big finish.
Say, that must have been surefire, and I'm glad you did so well. Well, stick around, Andy. We're going to put on a little play right after Phil's number. Maybe we can find a part for you in it.
Sorry, Buck, I gotta run along now. I got a blonde and a brunette waiting for me down the car.
Ooh. Oh, 2 girls, eh?
No, just one, and you ought to see her.
I'd like to. Well, so long, Andy.
So long, everybody.
Doggone, Andy sure gets a kick out of life. Well, Phil, now that I feel good again, let's hear a number and we'll do our play right after it.
Okay, Jackson. Is there anything special you'd like from our large repertoire?
Large repertoire? Phil, you never played anything that was over 3 feet away from Dipsy Doodle. So get in the groove. Hold it a minute. Come in.
Telegram for Jack Benny.
Take it, Mary. Ooh. Hey, buddy, got change for a half?
Only 2 quarters. That won't help you.
Thought we'd never get to that. Well, I'm glad he finally got a job. Who's the wire from, Mary?
It's from your father in Miami Beach.
From Dad, eh? What does he say?
He says that my dear son Jack received your letter saying you were going to win the Academy Award. The newspapers here got it all wrong.
Poor Dad, he'll be so disappointed.
Wait, there's more.
Oh.
Congratulations, and I'm very anxious to see your new picture, Mr. Chips Rise Again.
He means Buck Benny. Let me have that, Mary. I'll answer it. Play, Phil. Gosh, how will I ever tell Dad? I've Got My Eyes on You, played by Phil Harris and his orchestra. And Phil, that number was vaguely familiar. Didn't you play it a few weeks ago?
I don't know. Hey, Eddie, did we ever play that number before?
I don't know.
Hey, Bill, did we ever play that number before?
I don't know. Hey, Sam! Never mind. I was just asking. No use going through the whole orchestra. Not that important. I think, Phil, you ought to be a little bit careful about repeating band numbers so soon, that's all. And now, ladies and gentlemen...
Well, I don't remember whether we played it before or not. It bothers me.
Me too. Me too. Cut it out. You know, Phil, if your boys would worry more about their music ahead of time instead of spending all week at the Santa Anita racetrack, we'd be a lot better off.
What do you mean?
Well, I went out to the track yesterday, and there they were, every one of them, including your guitar player. What a pest he is.
Who, Frankie? He used to be a tout.
Used to be? He used to be a tout. He's got more information now than Clifton Fadiman. Every race he'd come around and say, play this horse, play that horse.
Well, you know how Frankie is. He gets enthusiastic, that's all.
Phil, I don't object to enthusiasm, but those tips he hands out. Yesterday in the big race, he insisted that I play heel slide. He said, I'm so sure of that horse that if he don't win, I'll kill myself.
Well, what about it?
I lost $2 and I don't see any lily in his hand. I can't stand a Welsh. No, sir.
Well, Jack, you certainly don't expect a fellow to kill himself just because he gave you a bad tip, do you?
No, but he could cut his finger or something, and so he was sincere. Some little gesture.
You know, Jack, a guy like you should stay away from the races. You don't have any fun there.
Listen, Mary, there's nobody that enjoys a hot dog and a little fresh air more than I do.
I mean, you can't stand to lose.
Well, naturally, 6 races in a row is just a little too much.
No kidding, Jack. Did you really lose 6 straight races yesterday?
Yeah.
Jack was so mad that instead of tearing up his tickets to the track, he took them home and ran them to the meat grinder.
Darn right I did. Well, so much for Santa Anita. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I started to announce, for our feature attraction this evening, we are going to present a dramatic version of one of the outstanding... Well, I give up. Come in.
Hello.
Hello. Look, miss, I'm very busy, and I don't...
Oh, hello, Gracie. Jack, it's Gracie Allen.
Oh.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Hello, Dennis. Hello, Don.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, Gracie.
Oh, fine. Gracie, you're the only one in the world that thinks Phil Harris is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, and so do I.
Oh. Well, Gracie, it was nice of you to drop in, but we have a play to do, and we haven't much time. What brought you up here tonight?
Well, I don't know. When I hitchhiked, I never asked
I see. Well, if you'll excuse me,
Oh,
I'll...
Jack, did you know I'm running for president?
President? Oh, yes, I heard about it. Where's yours?
You got picking up worms so I can go fishing.
Oh. Look, Gracie, I'll be through in a few minutes. So you
Well, I just came up here to ask you, Jack, if you'll vote for me.
Well, are you nominated?
No, I just think to be sociable.
That I don't understand at all. Now, if you don't mind, Gracie, look,
Now, how about you, Mary? Will you vote for me, Don?
What's he talking about?
I'll be glad to.
Me too. So you've thrown your hat in the ring, huh, Gracie?
Oh, yes, and it was adorable. I paid $37.50 for it at Bullock's Protest. No. Did you really? I think the hats they're wearing this year are so much better than last year. Don't you, Gracie? Oh, yes. I like the hat I got on even better than on my head. Well, it's more becoming. Isn't it?
Look, girls, you can discuss all...
I got to discuss that, too. Still in material? Oh, Gracie, it's stunning. Oh, it's just a little thing I'm going to wear around the White House.
Look, girls, you can discuss all this later. We're very busy.
Hey, Jackson, come to think of it, we did play that number 3 weeks ago.
That's right.
That's right.
Forget about it. Now, look, Gracie, I'm glad you're running for president. We'll be very happy to vote for you. But right now...
You know, I've got my own contest. It's a private contest. And I was thinking that maybe you could get me a lot of votes from your hometown, Waukegan.
Waukegan? Well, I've lived in Waukegan for 10 years.
Oh, well, then maybe they'd be glad to do you a favor.
Gracie, listen to me, will you? The election isn't until fall, and we'll all vote for you. Now, don't annoy us anymore. We've got our own show to do. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And give my regards to George.
Oh, I will. You know, George will be pretty busy after I'm president.
You mean between writing a column and flying to Seattle? I know. I know all about it.
Imagine My Day by George Burns.
That ought to be something. Well, so long, Gracie. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Well, if I'm going to be elected, I've got to run out now and make some speeches.
And perhaps kiss babies, huh?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Come here, Phil.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, that's my baby. Goodbye.
That's about the silliest thing I ever heard.
Gracie Allen running for president.
Wouldn't it be funny if you were elected president next year?
It sure would.
And you won the Academy Award?
Oh, quiet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a little announcement to make. This evening, for our feature attraction, we were going to do Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. But inasmuch as we only have a few minutes left, we will change it to Mr. Smith Goes to Glendale. Now, in this abbreviated version, I will play the part... Oh, nuts, let it ring. In our abbreviated version, I will play the part of... Oh...
Answer it, Jack. Mrs. Smith went to bed.
Might as well. To try to do something high class. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Well, you'll have to call me later. We only got a short time left. We have a play to do.
Okay, boss, but they're at it again. Hot and heavy. So long.
Wait a minute. Wait, you mean to say Carmichael and Trudy are having another scrap?
Uh-huh.
My goodness, Rochester, I told you to keep that polar bear and ostrich separated. Is it much of a fight?
Tune in. We're broadcasting it.
Nothing to get funny about. Now tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I was in the kitchen when I heard a noise, and I ran into the living room.
Yes?
And apparently Carmichael had run the vacuum cleaner over Trudy.
Apparently? What do you mean, apparently?
Well, the bag is full of feathers, and she ain't.
For heaven's sake, Rochester, why didn't you take the vacuum cleaner away from Carmichael?
I ain't the finance company.
I don't mean that. Anyway, the whole thing is your own fault. In the first place, Carmichael is supposed to be locked up in the garage. What was he doing in the house?
I brought him in to help me wipe the dishes.
Are you crazy? The last time you did that, he broke 4 plates.
Well, he established a new high today.
What?
He broke everything but that big meat platter.
Oh, my goodness.
He broke everything.
Now, look, Rochester, I've had just about enough. And you're going to pay for all the damage that's been done in the living room and the kitchen. It's coming out of your salary.
That old refrain.
Never mind. Now, you separate those animals and keep them quiet. I'll be home in a little while. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, say, boss.
What?
I see where Robert Donut won the Academy Award this year.
I know.
Should I go out and buy a statue for that healthy milk?
Never mind. There's always another year. Goodbye. And I'll perhaps find a nice-looking mess when I get home. Oh, well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, getting back to our feature attraction, tonight we are going to... Oh, the heck with it. Play, Phil.
And now, folks, here's something that's really extra special. Truly a mealtime masterpiece, Jell-O Apricot Mold, a swell new Jell-O dessert that's sure to prove one of the best you've ever tasted. It's a gay, sunny combination of delicious golden apricots and clear, shimmering lemon Jell-O. And it's so easy and simple that you can make it in just a jiffy. First, dissolve 1 package of lemon Jell-O in 1 pint of hot water and apricot syrup. Chill until slightly thickened and fold in 2 1/2 cups of apricots. Then mold, and you have a grand, intriguing dessert or salad that's simply sunshine itself, bright with color and brimful of rare, delightful goodness. So tomorrow, friends, for a real thrill, try this new Jell-O creation, Jell-O Apricot Mold, a marvelous blend of golden, tangy apricots and a rich, tempting lemon Jell-O. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The Grape Nuts and Grape Nuts Flakes program, coming to you from New York City and starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, Rochester, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Well, guess what, friends? On the way over here to the studio, a guy rushed up to me and said, "Gosh, I'm glad you're going back on the air. Why, I haven't eaten anything for breakfast since you stopped telling me what to have." But, well, I hope the rest of you haven't been going without breakfast all summer, because it just so happens that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's what the nutrition experts tell us. And they also say that an adequate breakfast should include a cereal with whole grain nourishment. Well, delicious, malty-rich grape nuts or toasty brown grape nuts flakes are certainly the answer to that. For both of these tempting sweet-as-a-nut cereals are chock full of whole grain food values. One kind of nourishment you need to get a swell start on the day. Yes, sir, grape nuts and grape nuts flakes have a real stand-by-you quality, and you'll find yourself zipping through to lunchtime in a high when you feature these grand cereals in your morning meal. They're delicious, nutritious, thrifty. So make it grape nuts or grape nuts flakes for a good morning all morning long. Returned from a camp tour overseas. So we take you back a few days to LaGuardia Airport and show you what happened when Jack arrived. Say, Mary, isn't it crowded here at the airport?
It sure is, Don. Gee whiz, Don, just imagine. Jack's been gone 3 whole months.
That's right. I wonder if he's changed.
Jeepers, I hope so. Gosh, I can hardly wait to see him.
Oh, you never can tell, Mary. Maybe a trip like this made a new man out of Jack.
Maybe.
Maybe he'll have a different outlook on life. Not worry about everything the way he used to.
Maybe.
Maybe he won't be so cheap and tight anymore.
Well, it was nice thinking about it anyway. Let's see if we can push in a little closer, Don.
You see, Blossom, I told you there'd be excitement at the airport.
Sure, I think, but why is there such a crowd here?
Don't you know? Jack Benny's coming in.
Who?
Jack Benny.
Who?
You know the comedian who's been with the soldiers in Africa?
Oh, God, hope he's so comical.
Oh, no, Jack Benny. He's on the radio Sunday night.
For him, Benny. With a crowd like this, you'd expect at least Franklin D. Sinatra. Hey, look! It's coming in an airplane.
Pilot to control tower. Pilot to control tower. Coming in for landing. Mr. Benny, you can take your head out of my lap now. Okay. Gee, I can't believe I'm home. Pilot to control tower. Pilot to control. Is that you, Word? Well, how's every little thing, Word? I'll speak to you later. Pilot to control tower. Control tower to pilot. Control tower to pilot. Go ahead. Pilot to control tower. Give landing instructions. Give landing instructions. Sorry, we're not allowed to give out that kind of information. Oh, boy. New York. Look at that skyline. I'm so nervous. Look, there's the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty. Don't get conceited. She waves at everybody. Gosh, it'll only be a couple of minutes now. All right, folks, this is it. Watch your steps getting out of the plane. Well, so long, Cap. It was a wonderful trip. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, look at that beautiful dame. Isn't that Mary Livingston? Yeah, but don't get conceited. She waves at everybody. Oh, boy, did I get even with that guy. Hey, Mary! Mary, Don!
There he is, Don. Jack!
Right with you, kid.
Oh, Mr. Benny. May I have your autograph, please?
Just a second, ma'am. I want to run over and kiss Mary.
Kiss me and give her the autograph.
That's very sweet, ma'am, but I'll come back and kiss you later.
Well, hurry up. I'm in 1A.
I will. Here I am, Don. Hiya, Don. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jack.
Jack, how are you?
Well, wait a minute. Give me a kiss first.
Wow. Gee whiz, Don. That trip did do him a lot of good.
Why, Mary? Have I changed?
Changed? I haven't been kissed like that since I tripped and fell on a mop.
Casanova from Casablanca. Hey, where's Rochester?
He's at the hotel waiting for you.
Pardon me, Mr. Benny, but would you please sign my wife's photograph book?
Why, certainly, I'll be glad to. What's the name, please?
Just put down to blossom an apricot from Jack Benny.
How do you spell that?
Benny. You see, I think when you get intimate with them, they're not so much.
Look, lady, suppose I just sign it to Blossom from Jack.
Sign anything. Stop wasting one time out there.
There you are.
Hurry, Jack. Don's waiting in the taxi.
Here I am, Jack. I got a cab.
Right with you. Boy, I'll be glad to get to my hotel.
Where to, mister?
The Acme Plaza. It's way downtown.
Oh, Jack, why do you always stay at that joint?
Mary, the Acme Plaza is not a joint.
Go on. It's the only foxhole I ever saw with a lobby.
Well, I like it. Hey, driver, will you please hurry to the hotel? I've been on a long trip, and I want to take a bath.
Don't worry, bud. I'll get you there so fast you'll be first in line.
Okay, step on it.
Well, tell me, Jack, don't you feel tired and worn out after that long trip?
Oh, a little, Don, but it was worth it. Gosh, the places I've been and the people I've met.
Sit back, Don. Here it comes.
You know, I'll never forget what happened to me in North Africa. You see, Larry Adler was with me, and Winnie Shaw and Anna Lee. And we...
Say, you're Jack Benny, aren't you?
Well, yes, driver, I am. Well, anyway, kids, Larry and I and the girls were at a certain camp in North Africa. It was very quiet. When all of a sudden, about 12 o'clock...
Say, Mr. Benny, I got a brother in the army in North Africa. Name's Crowley, Joe Crowley. Did you run into him there?
Crowley? No, I didn't. Well, anyway, Don, it was midnight. See, there was a full moon, see? And, of course, no one ever thought that...
Funny, Joe's the kind of a guy you'd pick out any place.
Well, look, I'm sorry, driver, but I didn't see him. So, Mary, get this. Here it was midnight, see, and nobody was...
Cracks his knuckles a lot. Funny you didn't hear him.
Look, driver, I traveled 32,000 miles. I was all over North Africa. I met thousands and thousands of soldiers.
But Joe's a corporal.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see him. Now, let's see, where was I?
It was midnight, and Joe was a corporal.
Oh, yes. Well, anyway, it was midnight. There wasn't a breath of air stirring. When all of a sudden...
Here we are, the Acme Plaza.
This is it, Don. The good old Acme Plaza.
Where?
Right down those stairs.
Yep, that's it. I'll take care of the cab. Here you are, driver. 75 piastres. That's Egyptian money.
Piastres? They're no good here.
Oh, yes. Well, Don, you take care of it, will you? I've only got piastres.
Holy smoke. Now we're in for 6 months of this.
Mary, I'll get a change at the bank tomorrow. Don't worry.
Well, so long, Mr. Benny. I'm sorry you didn't make my brother Corporal Crowley.
Yes, so am I.
Jack, look who's waiting for you.
Where?
Woz!
Rochester, I'm very glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you, too, boss. Doggone, look at you. You got fat.
Well, you put on a little weight yourself. You must have gained 20 pounds.
I ain't worried. You'll take it off me.
No, this year things are going to be different. But no kidding, Rochester. We're both carrying around a little excess baggage.
I'm carrying mine, boss. You're dragging yours.
Oh, it doesn't look that bad. Well, come on, kid. Let's go in the hotel. Watch your step. That first one down is a lily.
Welcome to Inner Sanctum.
Well, the same old clerk. Hello, Mr. Leroy.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Glad to see you home again. Did you have a nice trip?
Oh, wonderful. By the way, Mr. Leroy, have I got my same room?
No, I moved you up to the ground floor, the penthouse.
Oh, that's swell.
Yeah, now you won't have to come in through the grating.
Yeah, it's nice of you, Mr. Leroy.
Here's the key to your room, Mr. Benny.
Thank you.
And here's the other key.
Oh, yes. You remember, I always like to lock my clothes closet. Well, come on, kid. You know, Mary, I can't wait to tell you what happened that night in North Africa. It was midnight, and there was a full moon. Not a breath of air was stirring, and everything was... Well, anyway, to make a long story short, that's how it happened. Imagine her taking me for half an hour.
Don't try.
Well, anyway. No, Rochester, just finished unpacking my bag. Anyway, Don, it was such a thrill meeting everybody that you've ever read about. All those important generals. Well, I could just sit here and talk for days.
Oh, it must have been exciting. But tell me, Jack, how was Eisenhower to talk to? What sort of a fella is he?
Well, to tell you the truth, Don, he's one general that I didn't get to meet. You see, the 2 days that I was in Algiers, Eisenhower happened to be in Sicily. You see?
And what about General Doolittle? Did you meet him?
No. You see, Mary, by the time I got to Sicily, Doolittle had gone to Casablanca. But General Patton was in Sicily.
General Patton?
Yes, he was in Palermo the same time I was. What a swell guy. Old blood and guts. It was a thrill sitting in his office.
Then you met General Patton.
No, he had just left for Messina. You see, he went from Palermo to Messina.
Well, what about General Clark?
He didn't even meet Corporal Crowley.
Mary. Now, that's enough about me. Hey, how's everything at Rome? At home, I mean. Rochester. I can't get out of Italy. Rochester, how's our border, Mr. Billingsley?
Boss, you're sure going to have to get rid of him. That man's getting crazier every day.
Why? What happened now?
Well, when you were in the Middle East, Mr. Billingsley wrote you a letter.
Well, what's crazy about that?
Instead of mailing it, he put the letter in his pocket, stuck a stamp on his nose, and shoved his head in the mailbox.
Oh.
He told me he would have gone female, but he don't photograph well.
Oh, Rochester, he's just a little eccentric, that's all. Imagine mailing himself to me as a letter.
That ain't the end of it. He shoved me in his filing cabinet and said he wanted to keep a carbon copy.
Well, don't worry about it, Rochester. Say, Mary, how come you never answered any of those letters I wrote you?
Letters? What are you talking about? I never even got a postcard.
I didn't either.
Well, how do you like that? I wrote 2 or 3 times a week. I can't understand it.
Did you send him airmail?
No.
Well, then, did you send them regular mail by boat?
No.
Don't tell me you gave him to Eleanor. She passed by.
Mrs. Roosevelt went to Australia. Here's what I did, Mary. You see, there's a current in the Mediterranean that goes into the Gulf Stream, which flows around the tip of Florida and then northward to New York.
So?
Well, I wrote the letters, put them in bottles, threw them into the Mediterranean, and I can't understand what held them up.
Well, I'll be...
I can't... Rochester, where are you going?
Back in the filing cabinet, Billingsley's okay.
You come here. Now, Mary, that might sound ridiculous to you, but if you could only see... Come in! Now, Mary, if you could only... Hey, Phil!
Hiya, Jackson. What do you hear from the pyramid?
Phil, am I happy to see you. Gee, you look swell.
I feel like $1 million, Jackson.
I feel like $1 million myself. Yes, sir.
Mr. Morgenthau's going to change that to piastres.
Who cares? Hey, Jackson, I sure wish I could have gone with you on that trip. Say, did you get to meet General Montgomery?
Did I?
No.
Mary, I only missed Patton by 45 minutes.
Good old blood and guts. Well, tell me something, Jackson. Where'd you go? I mean, what countries were you in?
Oh, I was in Egypt, Palestine, Sicily, Persia. That's not called Iran. You know, Persia's called Iran. Let's see, where else?
Hey, that reminds me, Jackson. You know, I tried to phone you when you were in Iraq.
Phone me?
Yeah, I put in a Persian-to-Persian call. Oh, Harris, you're a fool, you boy. Oh, shit. Wait till I tell Alex the Kid about this.
The kid will punch you right in the nose. But say, fellas, I brought you all some wonderful presents. I'll give them to you later. And listen to this. What do you think I have coming in by boat?
Corporal Crowley.
Oh, stop it, Corporal Crowley.
Well, then what is it, Jackson?
A camel. No kidding, fellas, a real live camel. He's being shipped to Hollywood.
For heaven's sake, Jack, what do you want with a camel?
Why, they're marvelous animals. They can work for you. You can ride them. They don't eat much. And you know, fellas, a camel can go 8 days without a drink.
Chum, that takes willpower.
Well, I'm talking about water. 8 days without water.
Well, I can do that.
Oh, Phil, you've got a lot of talent. But incidentally, kids, when I was in Libya, come in. When I was in Libya...
Hello, everybody.
Dinner! Dennis, how are you, anyway?
Thanks. How's Mary?
Oh, here she is, right here.
Hello, Dennis.
Hello, Miss Livingston.
Hmm.
Boy, I just had a big dinner. Am I full?
You are, eh?
Yeah. Say, how is everybody?
Oh, I'm swell, Dennis. Never felt better in my life. Yes, sir. Well, what'd you do this summer, kid?
Oh, I managed to keep busy, helping out and everything.
Well,
Did you go anywhere this summer, Mr. Benny?
well, I'll be... Dennis, I was all over Africa doing shows.
Oh, vaudeville.
Yeah, that's where it went.
Say, Dennis, you're living in this hotel, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's sure nice here. They gave me a swell room with an adjoining.
An adjoining what?
I don't know. I can't get the door open.
Well, why don't you go upstairs and complain to the desk clerk? Anyway, Dennis, tell me something about yourself. I haven't seen you in 3 months.
Well, I have a surprise for you, Mr. Benny. I might get married.
Married? Why, Dennis, I am surprised.
How will you two live on what Mr. Benny pays you?
Oh, she earns twice as much as I do. She's a sergeant.
You're doing all right.
Gee, I'm so nervous about getting married. I don't know what to do.
Well, maybe I can help, Dennis. Does your girl need a trousseau?
Oh, she's got one already. Full field equipment and a 30-pound pack.
Well, I'll be...
Say, Dennis, how about singing a song for us? I haven't heard you since our last broadcast.
Yeah, come on, Dennis.
What do you say? Why don't you come on and sing a song?
Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes, nothing glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say we're in heart their suspecting things. People will say, "Here in love." People will say,
Great to hear his voice. Dennis, that was wonderful. Well, kids, I waited long enough. I'm going to give you your presents.
Oh, Jack, before you do, there's one more question I want to ask you about your trip, bud. You know, about the soldiers overseas.
The soldiers? What is it, Don?
Well, I don't know.
Go ahead, ask me.
No, never mind. I'll ask you later.
Oh, Mary, leave the room a moment, will you, please?
Okay.
Thanks.
Should I go too?
No, Dennis, you can stay.
Hot diggity.
Go ahead, Don. What is it about the soldiers?
Do they eat grape nuts and grape nuts flakes over there?
Mary, you can come back now. In answer to your question, Don, yes. Every well-stocked oasis has them.
Well, I'm glad they do, because grape nuts and grape nuts flakes both have as sweet as a nut, malty, rich flavor.
No use waiting. I gotta have a talk with that kid.
Well, when you do, Jack, be sure to tell him that grape nuts and grape nuts flakes brings you that one distinctive flavor.
I certainly will. Dennis, see you later. Bring some sugar and cream, will you? Anyway, kids, I started to say I'm going to give you your presents now. Rochester, have you got all the gifts unpacked?
I got them right here, boss. Say, what's this bag of sand? Is that from the Sahara?
Yes, that's for Miss Livingston. It's an hourglass, but the glass broke. Now I don't know what to do with the sand.
Just get me a pail and shovel. I'll play in it.
Oh, quiet. Rochester, there's a present for you there, too, right at the bottom.
I hope the glass didn't break on that one.
Rochester, it's nothing to drink. It's a fez. A fez. Now, Dennis.
A fez? What's that?
It's a red silk hat with a tassel.
Oh, boss, calm down.
You'll like it. Now, Dennis.
Yes, please.
Dennis, your gift is coming by boat.
Thanks. That's just what I've always wanted.
You don't even know what it is. Now, Don.
Yes, Jack?
Your present is also coming by boat.
Yeah, the new writers couldn't think of a gag here.
Mary, will you please stop?
Say, Mr. Benny, if I went overseas, why didn't you write me a letter?
Dennis, he wrote us all letters. Wait till I tell you why we didn't get them.
Mary, forget about that, will you?
He put the letters in bottles and threw them into the ocean.
Oh, that's silly. Isn't it, Miss Livingston?
Silly? It's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Come in. Mary, it's not ridiculous. Rochester, see who's at the door.
Okay.
Imagine using the Mediterranean as a mailbox. I'll never get over that.
Mary, I don't want to hear any more about it.
Oh, boss, boss.
What is it, Rochester?
There's a swordfish here with a special delivery for Miss Livingston.
You see, I told you, Mary. I know what I'm doing every day of the week. What are you talking
secret. Now, don't tell a soul, but I like to eat. I like things that taste good. So when I say grape nuts and grape nuts flakes are grand eating, I'm not kidding. They have a real zesty flavor. Nothing namby-pamby about them. That grape nuts flavor is malty hearty, rich, and just as sweet as a nut. A grand 2-grain blend of sun-ripened wheat and malted barley. Grape Nuts brings you this delicious flavor in crisp, crunchy kernels. Grape Nuts Flakes brings you the same rich goodness in toasty brown flake form. And both are Basic 7 foods. For both Grape Nuts and Grape Nuts Flakes provide whole grain nourishment. And such cereals are featured in Uncle Sam's Basic 7 nutrition program. So when you treat your family to Grape Nuts or Grape Nuts Flakes at breakfast, you're doing them a double favor. Giving them a dish that tastes like a million and providing them with real all-around nourishment. So how about it? Better get some tomorrow. Grape Nuts and Grape Nuts Flakes are thrifty, plentiful, not racial.
So you see, kids, there's not much more I can tell you about it. Got a lot of boys over there doing a swell job. They're going to stay till it's finished. But naturally, they want to get home.
Well, I can understand that, Jack.
So listen, kids, the thing to do is just because the third war bond drive is over, let's not slow down, that's all. Keep buying them. Keep buying bonds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as this is the opening of a new season, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my new writer.
Corporal Crowley.
Oh, geez, Bill. Good night, folks.
Hey, you know, your favorite dramatic program, Those We Love, has changed time. It now comes to you early Sunday afternoon over most of these same stations. Look it up in your local newspaper. That's Those We Love.
It's fall, and hot grape nut sweet meal weather, Mother. For that rich, smooth, luscious wheat meal texture. And for that glorious roasted whole wheat flavor. It's a rich brown whole grain of the famous Grape Nuts family. Grape Nuts sweet meal cooked to perfection in just 3 minutes. Hot grape nut sweet meal. This program came to you from New York. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Yes.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, last week our little star was in New York for his television show, but today...
Thanks for swinging by for that one. That was a fun one. Begin by simply listening. Slow down. See just how peaceful today can be. Thanks so much for swinging by. Catch you guys on the flip side.